Today, we are going for the life processes. That specific topic is photosynthesis. In the last video, we talked about photosynthesis, how green plant is going to um, how the green plant is completing the process of photosynthesis, and those who can able to do or synthesize their own food, they are known as autotrophs, and those who can able to do photosynthesis or making their own food, they are called as autotrophs. So now the process is photosynthesis. See here, there is a two term. One is photo, second is synthesis. If you are thinking about the here, I'm making a red block photos. Photo means light, means the reaction or the photosynthesis process will never happen in absence of light. Okay. So photo with the help of light, whatever the synthesis process is going on, those are known as photosynthesis. So what are the very essential component for photosynthesis? Yes, sunlight, then the chlorophyll, the pigments, and what are the next? That is very essential gas, that is carbon dioxide. Without carbon dioxide, photosynthesis is never going to work. Second is whenever that carbon dioxide, they are acquiring carbon dioxide and they are releasing oxygen. The plants are releasing oxygen in the process of photosynthesis. And what is the other essential component? That one is sunlight, one is carbon dioxide, and here that is water. In the presence of chlorophyll, that they are going to synthesize the process photosynthesis. Here I'm showing you the plant cell. Plant cell means if you are thinking about that leaf, that is a section of a very minute section or very minute cell you can consider, that is chloroplast. And what about the chloroplast? Chloroplast has two portions. Chloroplast have two segments. One is stroma, and one is grana. So that is thylakoid. So what happened in the photosynthesis process is actually the photosynthesis process has two phases. Two phases. One is light dependent phase and one is light independent phase or dark phase. So that light consumption and the whole process, that light dependent process is going to happen in thylakoid. Within the thylakoid, that grana are there, and the rest of the, that means the photo independent or dark reaction that is going on in that stoma. Okay. So that is all about the structure of chloroplast and how the photosynthesis process is taking place. See, there I am highlighting the stroma and grana. Stroma, where the light, the dark reaction is going to perform, and the grana, where that light reaction is going to perform, as the whole photosynthesis has two phases. So now there is the reaction of photosynthesis. That reaction of photosynthesis, I already told about that. See, carbon dioxide is very essential, then water. Then chlorophyll, in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, those are very essential things. That is, and what about that chemical reaction? The chemical composition will be the C6H12O6. Sorry. The C6H12O6. How could you remember this? So, first thing is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, that is C. And then oxygen. Sorry, that is, the oxygen is common over here, over both the places. So, put that oxygen in the last. And then water. What is the composition of water? Everyone knows it. That is H2O. So in between H. And whatever that, as whatever the carbon will be here, so the next will be the just double of it. If the carbon dioxide, if the carbon dioxide is 6, so the water should be double. So C6H12. Okay, and then come back that O6 as that H2O. Just remember of that that composition H2O. So C6H12O6, this is a glucose. Then oxygen as byproduct and water. So let us see what actually happened during the process of photosynthesis. We already talked about that photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is absorption of light energy by chlorophyll and converting into that chemical energy. So in your book, it is written in a point, the absorption of light energy by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy to chemical energy, and splitting the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen and hydrogen. Reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. That carbohydrate is taking a hydrogen from the carbon, is taking hydrogen from here and making that glucose molecule, the carbohydrate. Okay. So photosynthesis has been, we already discussed about that photosynthesis has been divided into two phases. One is light dependent phase and one is light independent phase, or it's may called dark phase. So light dependent phase is going to happen in Trana, and the light independent phase is going to perform in stroma. Okay, so first intermediate product formed in the dark phase, that is C3 compound, and the plants are known as C3 plants. So in our normal plant, it is happening. Okay, so it's very nice. But what do you think about the desert plant? Are they performing in the same? No. Why not? Because as it is a desert, so there are no water or very small amount of water. So what is the tendency of a plant to close its stomata, and they don't want to waste the water molecule, whatever present inside the plant. So during the daytime, what happened? During the daytime, they closed their stomata, right? In this process, in this figure, we can we are observing that stomata are closed. The sun is there, so it's a daytime. And night time, what happened? The stomatal pore is open. The stomata is open during night, and they absorb carbon dioxide from and for an intermediate product. Okay. And the stomata is closed in the daytime to prevent the water loss. They use this stored carbon dioxide to perform photosynthesis. Okay, so what happened in night time? That carbon dioxide in night time, that stomata is open. So what happened? The carbon dioxide is inside that plastic, that plastic cell, the chloroplast, not plastic, it's chloroplast cell. Okay. So what happened? The carbon dioxide is going to create an intermediate. Okay. And that whenever the carbon dioxide required, or you may say in that lightning situation, what they do, they form an intermediate, and from that intermediate they release the carbon dioxide within the cell. Okay, and in that sun, the rest of the process is going on. So That specific kind of desert plant is also known as crustacean acid metabolism or CAM plant. That I'm repeating that term, that is crustacean acid metabolism is going on, and they are known as CAM plant. The whole process is known as crustacean acid metabolism. Okay, and the plant name is CAM plant. So CAM plant. Okay. So, the very important thing is that that oxygen and carbon dioxide, the gaseous exchange, how the gaseous exchange is taking place, opening and closing of stomata, isn't it? Yes. So that the closing and opening of stomata is very essential over here throughout the process of photosynthesis. So first thing is, what is a stomata? Stomata are the tiny pores on the surface of leaf. But do you know the one fact that plant can transpire throughout their whole body? Yeah, but that stomata, if you are consider of stomata, so number of stomata is very high in the leaves. And as it is a laminate or it is a flattened shape, laminate shape, so the stomata can interact with the air is very frequent way or very easy. What about the function of stomata? You already know this exchange of gaseous oxygen and carbon dioxide. And another very important thing, losses of large amount of water in the form of water vapor during transpiration and help in upflow of water. Now the thing is coming to our mind. Oh, and who's there? Who is who? What are the factor they are going to help in opening and closing of stomata? So the thing is that the opening and closing of stomatal pore, thus here I am representing one cell, that is one is guard cell, one that is the stomatal pore, that is nucleus, and that is chloroplast. And the guard cell, the very important factor, the very important name is that opening and closing of the pore is regulated by the guard cell. How? When the amount of water is sufficient, okay, when the water is sufficient or more, the guard cell swells when water flows into them and stomatal pore open. So similarly, when the pore is closed, similarly the pore closed if the guard cell shrinks. When it is going to shrink? Whenever the water is not going inside and water is absent or where is a scarcity of water, what happened? That there will be no enough amount of water, and the guard cell is become shrink and the pore closes. So similarly, the pore closes if the guard cells shrink. Okay, for today, that will be enough. And for this, is there any plant hormone? My question will be that is there any plant hormone which can able to which can able to help in the stomatal opening and closing? Please let me inform in the comment section if you know this. And from the next video, we will talk about the different activities regarding the photosynthesis and how we are going to write our lab record book. Okay, but for now, thank you and thank you for watching.